So I'm also from the Northwest. I've lived in Seattle for 18 years. So I'm going to do a poem that's not about Seattle. It's about a place I've never been, the Outer Banks.
Oh, they're beautiful.
That's what I hear. That's what my roommate told me. And I was like, ah. My roommate actually told me more than that, so I had to write this poem about it. So this is a new poem, by the way.
You shit?
Yeah, I do. Thank you, Snow Day. The Outer Banks are disappearing, she says, receding into mistakes and time, moving as fast as nature ever does, away from the people who claim it, sinking into places no man has ever walked, becoming stretch marks on the darkest part of the ocean. There are icicles swallowing beaches every time a car starts, and global warming's just the half of it. Barrier islands don't make good citizens. They have rowboats for feet and can't sit still, forever forgetting their loyalty oaths to chase after jellyfish and the curiosity lying under the next wave. They'll be gone soon, she tells me, the words falling out of her mouth like a eulogy. She says, I keep a piece of my soul there all the time. She says, go now, visit them, before they vanish, before they are rendered gone by science and human error. She is not the only one keeping her soul there. The Outer Banks are some people's seven wonders, but I'm not a southerner. There are other places I'd go before I visit the Outer Banks. The Outer Banks are my dying grandfather. He sits off the east coast of my family tree. He has been killing himself since before I was born. He swears diabetes isn't fatal, that there will always be time for recovery. But he is getting sucked toward hurricanes so fast that on cloudy days I can't even see him anymore. I don't visit. The last time I saw my grandpa, he lectured me about finding a husband. I recited poems he didn't understand. By the third one, he was nodding off in the armchair. Some islands are always drifting, no matter how many bridges we build towards them. Some islands prefer to be surrounded by lonely. It makes them feel safer. I learned this about my grandpa a long time ago. I don't cast deep nets into his waters anymore, but sometimes I pull out my binoculars, wishing they would see through his topsoil, wishing I could know what else I was made of, hoping I am not made of barrier reef. Barrier islands don't make good citizens, and scared little boys still running from their past don't make good grandfathers. I wonder if I should forgive him for this. My father met global warming when he was 5. His mother woke him in the night and hushed him all the way to the train station. Back then, it was the closest thing Philadelphia had to a domestic violence shelter. She said, melt your blood until lava becomes rock. Build yourself a shelter from crazy fathers. This may sting a little. She didn't know a sting could last generations. Even to see my grandfather stings a little, like he's better off Barrier Island. Floating away was easier for him than coming back to land. My grandfather eats oceans to put distance between his pain. Sometimes he sacrifices a toe, a piece of flesh, punishing his body for the DNA it is attached to. He is floating away, and I know I should mourn this, but like the Outer Banks, I can't mourn something that I never knew.